And we're back on Next, New England's Extraordinary Talent. And in this segment, we're going to be speaking to a lovely young lady who is a editor for a new publication that's really taken New England, the United States, even internationally, is really taking the independent music environment to another level. And it's called Total Eclipse. And we're going to be speaking to one of the editors. Her name is Lamara Hunter. And Lamara, we want to welcome you to Next.
Hi, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well now. Glad that you're here. Long time coming. We've been trying to get together for a long time and so forth. Because I met you when you first came out with the publication.
Absolutely.
And it was a wonderful event, well received, and you sold out all your issues you had.
Yes, we did. I remember that day in August.
And I'm sure it's been like that ever since.
Yes, and that's why we're looking at an older publication now.
Okay.
As soon as I get them in my hands, out the door, I can't complain. It's been a blessing.
Okay,
Yes.
Dynamite. Well, we're going to get right into this conversation, and I just want to know if you can tell us about this new, exciting publication called Total Eclipse, and just tell us like how did it come about, who's the publisher, what is the focus of the publication, and is it a quarterly, monthly, or whatever?
Okay. Well, I just want to clear something up. I'm actually a journalist for the magazine.
Okay.
It's based out of Boston, Massachusetts. Eric Hardin is the publisher. And just to give you a little background on how the name came to be, Eric, he is also a DJ. He's a Boston police officer, but also a DJ. We all wear so many different hats,
Okay.
in our spare time. And so his DJ name was Eclipse.
Okay.
And so thus the name Total Eclipse. One thing that he noticed was, and we all feel the same, all of the contributors, the writers and journalists, feel that there's so many gifted individuals out there in the world of soul and R&B music that don't necessarily get the just due that they deserve. They don't get that platform, they don't get the shine that they deserve, and they work just as hard as the Beyoncés and the Monicas and even the hip hop industry, they have the indie artists. And so he wanted to encompass that and kind of bring some balance to that spotlight, and that, just like the sun and the moon, there's a total eclipse, there's a balance, of that spotlight.
Okay.
So that's how the magazine was named.
Okay.
And interestingly enough, we get that question a lot. So I'm well versed in how the name came to be.
I can only imagine.
Yes. Total Eclipse. It's a name that you won't see anywhere else besides in the movies, with the Eclipse, version. So not to be confused with that. And what it is it's a source of indie soul music, of entertainment, music and entertainment. We spotlight artists that are not as well known, as well as artists that are well known. We also give a spotlight to journalists, poets. It's the whole culture of soul music.
Okay.
And that includes fashion, that includes, and along with fashion comes modeling and photography and things of that nature. And so we try to pull all that into this magazine here.
Okay. Dynamite. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Lamara. I mean, you say you're a writer. Have you always been a writer, or someone come to you and you just gravitated to the project?
Well, I've always loved writing. Even going back to the days when I was in high school, I used to write papers so long my teachers would say, okay, I only asked for 10 pages, but because I loved what I did and I was very creative, I actually started with poetry.
Oh, okay.
And with hip hop, I actually used to write rhymes in school, and I actually used to be well versed in freestyling and competing and things of that nature.
Okay.
I remember my senior year, I ran for class president, and I wanted to do something different, and so I got up and I went to grab their attention, so I started freestyling. And everyone stopped what they were doing and they heard what I had to say. That's how I was able to grab their attention. And then I gave the reasons why I would be great as president.
Okay.
And I got a standing ovation.
Oh, I bet.
Didn't win,
Okay.
but the whole experience was great. And I said, okay, this is how we grab young people's attention, or people's attention in general. Be very creative. Tell them something that they want to hear, but in a creative way. Pull them in by using that creativity. And so that is exactly what I do when my writing. It's a passion for me, and I've been writing ever since.
Okay, dynamite. As far as the publication goes, are you looking for freelance writers, photographers, graphic artists, and also do you accept randomly submitted articles or pictures?
We do, and what we do to mainstream that is we have a website. It's www.totaleclipsemag.com. There's submissions on that website for artists. They can submit their music.
Oh, okay.
For models, they can submit pictures. Artists, poets. We have different areas and sections of the magazine. We have two sections called exposure. One is for photographers, the other is for models.
Okay.
We also have, I'm just reading here, digging in the crate, because we also spotlight DJs. Being that he's a DJ,
Okay.
we've been connecting with some great DJs across the country that have not necessarily gotten the exposure like they deserve. And so it's a great opportunity for a lot of people that are looking to break into the industry. You know, we have such a huge readership. We went national after the first 3 months. This is a bi-monthly magazine, by the way.
Okay.
So after the first 3 issues, rather, we went national, and now we are proud to say international. Total Eclipse is around the world. We have readers in England. We have readers in Africa. We have readers in Sweden. I did a write-up on a DJ out of Sweden.
Is that right?
That does soul music. Soul music is everywhere. Music is international, just like jazz, just like R&B. Artists that are homegrown in the States can go across seas, and they're just like a huge pop star over there.
Okay.
And so we want to make sure that we're supporting those artists as well as the artists that are trying to make it and do something great.
Okay. Where is the publication? Well, you just mentioned it's distributed internationally now, and then being on the web, you know, obviously, you know, it takes it worldwide.
Easy access. You can go again to our website and you can subscribe, and we will send it right to your door. You don't have to step outside of your home. You can go log on, like I said. But if you want to get out, we are in the process now of putting locations, you know, vendors here locally. We do have one, Olive Tree Bookstore, which is located on Hancock Street. Hi to Z Johnson, and thank you for the support. We have a lot of support here, and I'm just very thankful. Organics Promotions, they had their Indie Soul. That's where we launched our magazine, not last August, but the August before that. And we were well received. Artists like Eric Roberson. Some people still don't know who Eric Roberson is, and he's been out for over 15 years.
He really is
awesome. Awesome entertainer, music. He's doing his thing. He, you know, he deserves that shine. He deserves it.
He really does.
He's been working hard. And
I believe he was nominated for a Grammy, actually.
Absolutely. He's Grammy nominated.
Yes,
and so
as an independent artist.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Doing his thing. Keeping his money in his pocket.
You're right.
Yeah.
There you go. And that's what's so wonderful about this publication is because it's exposing the quality independent artists who are out here, you know, doing their thing and getting worldwide accolades. But the other amazing thing is that it started right here in New England.
Yes.
You know, and I find that just so amazing because a lot of publications come and go.
Right.
But it looks like you have a well-organized company and dedicated employees that have really make this publication shine.
Oh yeah, New England's got soul. It's here. There's some people who, you know, think that they have to go to New York or LA or Atlanta to get a touch of soul or a touch of jazz or a touch of any type of music that is well worth being put forth. And that's not the case.
No.
Just like your previous interviewees, they have something going on right here in the city of Springfield.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things going on. Yes, this is based in Massachusetts, Boston, Mass. We can name a whole bunch of artists that have come out of Boston, Mass. One of Point, New Edition, and they're still doing it.
There you go.
They're still out there doing their thing after years and years. There's not many groups that you can honestly say are still together, but we represent Massachusetts, and we have New Edition to thank for, you know, beginning to put us on the map in that area, in that arena. So
yeah, without a doubt, without a doubt. So I tell you, Lamara, I'm so happy that you were able to stop by here next and talk to us about the Total Eclipse. And I just want to know, is there anything that is bubbling for Total Eclipse in the near future for the company or the magazine that you could share with us?
Yes, well, I can share with our viewers here Because we usually like to keep our next issue's cover under wraps, but I can honestly say Layla Hathaway is going to be on our cover.
All right.
We did a photo shoot with Layla out in Boston. You know, she went to Berkeley, and so she has a song named Boston, and so Boston is in her heart. You know, Donny Hathaway, they used to live in Boston, Massachusetts, right out in the outskirts. See, you got to read the article, you got to read the interview.
There you go. Get your subscription.
Absolutely. So we're excited about that, and a lot of the artists just show us mad love and support. Okay. And so me as a journalist personally, I'm a community advocate as well, and so I do a creative writing, expressive writing workshop at the Dunbar Y with teenagers, middle school students, and high school students, and that is something that's sponsored by Total Eclipse.
Okay.
Every Saturday I'm there with these students, and we want to start gearing up the next generation. We want to make sure that they know that it's important to know how to read and write.
Absolutely.
Be able to express themselves in a positive way, and you can make something great out of yourself.
Well, I tell you, Dad, really have to commend you, Total Eclipse, the whole organization for really stepping out and taking a real interest, because I think, like even the previous interviewees we had, you know, there's a profound interest in our youth in terms of helping them to expand their horizon.
Absolutely.
To achieve goals, even just get some goals.
That's it. That's it. Stay in school is well worth it.
And possibly, you know, even employ people.
That's right. Yes, we are always looking for fresh and innovative journalists, artists, poets. We want to keep it fresh. We have to keep it going. We don't want the same mundane, not saying that each issue is going to be the same. We want it exciting and popping and new, and we want to continue for our readership to grow and expand. It's a very diverse magazine.
Yeah, absolutely.
We pride ourselves
and I tell you, it can stand next to any magazine. Well, it actually does stand next to any
good
magazine.
Good quality magazine, yes, good quality.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I see you're gonna. One thing about this publication is, I tell you, you will find information about artists that you will not find anywhere else. Right. That is what is the key.
We're digging and digging and digging, and we're pulling up some gold here.
I hear
Absolutely.
you. And again, I just want to thank you so much for finally coming in and being able to talk to us.
Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome, and I hope that you allow us to talk to you again sometime.
Absolutely. I got to keep my people here updated. You know, I'm from Springfield, Mass, and so we gotta be in the know of what's going on. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
All right, Lamara Hunter.
Thank you, Tony.
Writer for Eclipse, Total Eclipse magazine. And make sure you go online, go to the website, get your subscription.
Yes,
or whenever you see them out and about, because I know you're going to be everywhere this summer.
Oh, yes. Yeah, there's this one awesome event that they have every year in Vail, Colorado that I go to. And
is that right?
That's where I actually met Layla and Let Us See and just all these different artists. They had a good mix. And so we support events like that, you know, just such as the Indie Soul that was here in Springfield. They're all across the country.
Exactly.
And though I can't be at each and every one like I would desire, I am working on it.
I know that's right.
We're going to bring some, we got a lot of things that are coming up. I can't expose it
I
all.
hear you get ready. Oh, see, you get ready to get a little something, but maybe on the next one.
Stay tuned.
All right, stay tuned. Again, thanks so much, Lamara.
Thank you, Tony.
We'll be definitely in touch and watching you grow.
Absolutely. Thank you for the support.
You're more than welcome.
All right.
And we'll be right back with more on next, right after this.